Alright, now... Oh, Magical Girl Month. So... let's just talk about it. So, today we'll talk about Miraculous as Ladybug. Or Miraculous Tales of the Ladybug and Cat Noir. Yeah, as much as I'm wondering the production / history of the show, I'm not gonna talk about it, mainly because, well, it's gonna be a bit that. But if you want a better version, yeah, I'm not gonna tell you a bit, mainly because someone already coincidentally, someone already made a video about the history of the series. I recommend checking out the history of Miraculous Ladybug, a brief history by Foot to a Furvis. I recommend checking the series. Recommend checking his YouTube channel out. If you want to know your favorite show in basically 10-12 minutes or so, I recommend checking this out. Out. So you may be wondering in the title why I'm reviewing the episode Origins, which is basically episode 25th and 26th. I was originally going to review the first episode, but why not just go from the beginning of the show? And secondly, because, well, the show's formula, let me explain a bit of the formula of the show. It's kind of a bit of a monster of the week, so, I'm just gonna sum it up in a quick and I'll quickly sum it up one sec. As what I'm saying, let's just continue. You may be wondering why I'm not covering the... Yeah, let me explain purely of the show's thing. Showing about a bit of the formula for episode 1 to 24. Basically, we start with open shit and gives a whatnot and whatnot. Merritt, it basically wants... who is always in love with Andrew. Oh, we get to those Andrew loving shenanigans and whatnot. We basically... After... then we see the civilian who's soon be like... who gets turned into... the villain of the week. We see Moth Hawk, yeah, no joke, that's literally his name, decided to possess said victim, citizen of the week, to turn into the villain of the week with questionable design deemed around it. Basically, yeah. Both Nara and Andrew basically both transform. Fights said the monster of the week with also real. Yeah, Ladybug would probably summon whatever item of the week. Basic is the set, which basically is a weird item they said, but Ladybug knows what to see how they can solve the situation with that said item, and then defeating, and after that, destroy whatever item of the week it is then pretty much destroys the item. Anaraku basically possesses butterfly. Lies, gets purified to a good one, and then just throws the whatever summon item to help deal with the monster of the week, and basically just fixes everything. And that's pretty much the show, and that's pretty much it follows the monster of the week. But today I feel like talking about its origin, the origin episode. Mainly because, well, for one, I feel personally it'll be a lot better if I just cover the origin story. And why not? It's basically where it all began, and talking about a bit more about the show itself. So yeah. One sec. Hope we're still recording on this one, and yeah. Alright, let's just talk about Origins. Part 1. So, the first episode is called Ladybug and Cat Noir. Yeah, title, roll credits. Ding! So we get to Noro, who recounts the story of the miraculous and explains about Ladybug and was specifically the Ladybug and Maraku. And yeah, they're basically a bit of the story of how these things are powerful and whatnot, and basically used for good. And also says if you have both the Ladybug and Catamaru, you can just control absolute power. Apparently, he says the Ladybug is creation and the cat is more or destruction. Apparently. Also, secondly, I'd like to say this real quick. Why didn't they? No, what if they collected all the miraculous? I would feel like if they collect all of the miraculous, they become. I would assume the person will become overpowered. Anyways, we get to Moth Hawk, our main antagonist, who looks. Okay, I'll admit I like them. So we're alright with the multi. So yeah, Naruto explains that the power he has was the great power to give other people superpowers, and he claims he wants to get the two Narakus, and decided to just create supervillains, to be honest. Anyways, meanwhile, we see Master Wu Fu, Chinese stereotyping. We decided, hearing about the sense and whatnot, decided why not just send some robot boxes to random people. But specifically the overpowered ones. Yep. Anyways, we see is basically our main protagonist, Marinette, who woke up to decide to tell her first day back and first day in the school. And we see her mother, who I presume is Chinese, and her father, who lives in France. Yeah, since this show's main setting is France, so yeah, this kind of explains several things, including the Eiffel Tower and the appearing in the show. Shiba, this is about her first day of school, explaining kind of being in her fourth class in a row. Her mother told us, assuming due to bad luck and everything else, and yeah. Anyways, and by the way, Marinette's mother decided if Marinette doesn't want to clean up her room, she would help. But also look at your private information. Seriously, I would imagine that. Seriously, imagine your moms. If I'm or something, imagine your parents telling you to do so, or else they would actually find out a bit of your secret. So, I would say that. And anyways, back to the review. After this, Marinette made macaroons from her father. Yeah, that helps an oldie. Sorry, that helps an old man. Sorry, that was awkward. Anyways, after helping an old man, and from the streets, eats and everything else and whatnot, and we also get to pretty much a funny moments and about the about being in the class and whatnot and everything. Anyways, and then we get to Andrew. Drew. That's me. Drew, who, well, Andrew just wanted to go to a normal school, but wants to be homeschooled. Ew. Thankfully I go to school. Yeah, there's sometimes it's either I want to or not want to go to school, but anyway, back to the review. His father just went, no, please do not, and just, goes back home. And yes, he does help. And she also helped Wangfu. Andrew did help Wangfu at different points, but still. Anyways, Hawkmoth, after realizing about this anger, a student who wants to see the principal office and whatnot, and so let me tell you how they are. Yeah, the monster of the week the villain of the weeks and whatnot usually tend to target people based on mostly on people who are angry. and decided wanted to send the Araku to this guy. And and turns him into basically a rock monster, apparently. So yeah, he turns him into stone. Alright, and well, ask and doesn't work, and yeah, when rampaging to the school and whatnot, and they basically escape and whatnot, heroes and whatnot, everything else, and yeah, no, a few shenanigans ensue, a few other things ensue. So after seeing the attack and horror of the Stoneheart thing and whatnot, yeah, on their tables is basically a box, and they open it and releasing the, and we get to Tiki introducing themselves to be Tiki and Masek. Unpluggy, yeah, unplugged, spelled with an extra G apparently. Yeah. I probably think that's maybe a mistypo or something. Yeah, Marinette doesn't take it too well. Andrew just takes it really okay with it. And whatnot, and well, they're the only ones who can stop it. They really just instruct anyways. Meanwhile, Full just send the remaining ones. Back to the review. That just came in earlier, but so after they transform and I met, yeah, they try. So Marinette decided to transform into Ladybug, which I admit her design, despite fitting the motif, just put her basically spandex and just put a mask on it and call it a day. Yeah, I admit it looks simple, but that, and then we get to Andrew transforming to Cat Noir, which I admit, despite having more of a cat motif, it's just, yeah, I admit looking more cat-like motif. It just put him in black spandex and just mask and basically gears and tail, and call it a day on that one also. Mostly, I admit, they're not magical girl-like design, to be honest. I admit, the shows I covered so far of magical girls, let me give you an example of ones I covered for. I covered Sailor Moon, which having them all in Sailor Fukus, but at least they sort of look like magical girls in some areas and whatnot. For Precure, Kira Black and Kira White does at least sort of look like magical girl motif. And if it's maybe mostly a princess motif, though princess / knight motif, well, in the end of the last mini episode of the miniseries, at least look like. Star and Sakura are the only exceptions because they don't really transform, to be honest. Wings, despite not having much of a motif, at least look fairy-like, and well, going with a fairy motif, and I mean, here, mostly Ladybug and Cat Noir just look like, just what sort of the animal motif and whatnot. Yeah. Sorry if I maybe I just really don't find the designs magical girl-like, to be honest. It's not really much magical girl-like. Anyways, back to the review. So, yeah, well, they had a few shenanigans. Cat Noir walks along his step between two buildings, and then Ladybug just also interrupts. Yeah, Ladybug gets a yo-yo, which, yeah, no joke, a yo-yo weapon. And then again, I remember reviewing Steven Universe. It's me. Then again, Naz, Smoky Quartz, any other character you can think of that uses a yo-yo. Kirby, whenever he is using the yo-yo ability. Are the only characters that use it? What's this? There's yo-yos. Are the only characters I probably know that uses a yo-yo. Unless you give me 1, 2, or at least 3 more examples of people that uses yo-yo in media, in friction, but I hope those are the only examples. Anyways, Cat Noir gets a staff. Yeah, I want to make a Tuxedo Mask call, and he wants his Tuxedo Mask call, and he wants his staff back. No, if I just more than just a staff, but still. Oh, one sec. After some sort of shenanigans as well as an epic fight scene and also learning about their new powers, they defeated the enemy, but actually defeated Maraku and whatnot. I just left it like that. But yeah, they learned they couldn't just, yeah, we're done, let's just go try to. Anyways, after recognition and also footage from the news and whatnot. But learns it's not over yet. Since these things since the Akaku can multiply, it does it to multiple citizens, and they're supposed to purify one. And ending episode 1, ending part 1. Then we get to part 2, which is, yeah, after Ladybug doesn't want to do this anymore, and then, yes, repossessed. But really, part 2 happens, and yeah, after surrendering and whatnot, she decided, yeah, after realizing the monsters multiply and everything else happens, and yeah, she went like, you know what, let's just get, you know what, I'll just begin. Alright, guys, well, and do this, and, anyways, and then, you know, Andrew, yeah, Marina and Andrew, yeah, and whatnot, and everything happened, decided still after the website thing and whatnot. Oh yeah, that happened. Yeah, after realizing, say, anyways, the climax happens in the tower, and also, and yes, and yeah, the girl from early. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention the girl in blonde hair. Also, I forgot her name, but yeah, she kind of. She's the president's daughter, by the way. But anyways, so yeah, Ladybug, say. Sir, okay. Yeah. Anyway, this defeats the monster though. Yeah, my cousin Ladybug decided. Ladybug and Gatnora just says that it defeats fights a little monster that. Anyways, Ladybug decided to summon summons an item, and then pretty much. And by the way, all the items she summons are basically. Back to the review. Yeah, pretty much that. Yeah, but part 2 was Stoner. Yeah, I know. Oh no. After defeating them. Anyways, the climax happened and whatnot. They faced them. Pretty much deal with Stoner's possession, destroy that, and well, when they're about to purify, they say. Yeah, they're. But 2 students falls down. Gatnora says one of them, and Ladybug says the other. And purifying the Aku to normal butterfly, and that's pretty much it. Yep. And anyways, in the end, well, Andrew is now allowed to go to school and everything else, and also has to work. Anyways, spelled an extra C by the way, over 2 C's. Which is our 2 new heroes, glad to give them our hands. And that's the origin story. I thought it was also pretty good. I thought this is a pretty good start, and pretty much that almost. Even though this is supposed to be watched after the series, but personally, certainly I like to watch them so we know. I kind of wish this was the first episode so we all know what happens and whatnot, but personally this was a good episode. Personally, this is a good special. So, yeah. So, next time, I feel like going back to Homeworld and cover some loose ends.